Hello, guys. So, welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS, and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So, if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So, for now, I am going to start with tonight's show. Okay, so David Seaman, who's one of the Arsenal's legendary goalkeepers, could talk say wetin Arsenal do for the Bernabeu is something that will never be forgotten. Our heroics, you get. So when you see how the media reported the story, so now BBC Sports, they say a display in the act of defending. Now, when you read the entirety of this fantastic report, legendary former Arsenal goalkeeper David Seaman has said the Gunners' 5-1 aggregate win over Real Madrid was a massive statement. But it will be forgotten if they do not progress through their Champions League semi-final. But if they progress, that's something we say people no go really forget. But talk so many things. Even said Kave Solokor, who's one of the Sky Sports pundits, talk say Arsenal have sent a message to the rest of Europe. A massive statement that we are not a club that you toy with. We are not a club that you underrate. Underrate us at your own peril. Now the message we Arsenal don't send to everybody. Apart from that, David Seaman going to reveal a rare Arsenal feat against Real Madrid that no other club has achieved. When you also read the entirety of this report, speaking on BBC Radio 5 Live, the former England goalkeeper lauded Mikel Arteta's side for delivering what's it called a defensive masterclass in their 2-1 victory over the reigning European champions, which sealed the 5-1 aggregate win and the place in the semi-finals. What I loved the most was that it was a display in the art of defending, which has been getting lost in recent seasons, Seaman said via BBC Sounds. To restrict Real Madrid like they did was fantastic to see. It was a massive statement from the lads, and I was very, very proud again. So since everybody now they talk about our defensive stability, our defensive prowess, how good we are defensively, people are praising us. Now, it gets one argument where people don't they argue all over social media today, even for our community, whether Thomas Partey go miss PSG first leg. Some saying go miss, some saying no go miss. Even though I'd already explained this thing in the morning show, so Thomas Partey go miss, and I explained why. But still yet, some people are still being, I don't know whether I would say confused about the issue. Some people, they're going to bring UEFA law, you get, but they leave the major provision of the law where they're supposed to look at. They're going to bring another place. So now, let me use the opportunity to dissect and remind you guys again. First off, this is BBC News Sports. A big blow. How much will Arsenal miss Partey in the PSG first leg? You get it. Say it was a nearly perfect performance that Arsenal did against Real Madrid until that Thomas Partey yellow card that he collected. It did not just end there. Even to work on second, name one Arsenal player who will go miss against PSG, and it was the same Thomas Partey. It did not still end there. Even I think the London Evening Standard, 3 ways Arsenal could line up without Thomas Partey against PSG. It did not even end there. Even the Daily Mail, Declan Rice fumes as Thomas Partey. Fuse and Thomas Partey as Arsenal midfielder picks up the latest yellow card, ruling him out of the PSG semi-final. Now, the question of whether Partey will miss the PSG first leg or he no go miss he go miss. Now let's go to the UEFA laws where everybody done the quotes. When you look at Article 63.2, because all the laws where people they show me, nobody they read Article 63.2. They are looking at 63.4.3.5. Focus on 2 that talks about how many yellow cards leads to a suspension. From the first match of the league phase, players and team officials are suspended for the next competition match after 3 cautions that did not result in a direct red card, as well as any subsequent odd numbered caution, either the 5th yellow card, 7th yellow card, or the 9th yellow card. You miss one match. Now, let's go to the next article. Article 63.3. Single yellow cards and pending suspensions are always carried forward to the next stage of the competition, except in the cases described in Article 63.4 below. Now, what does Article 63.4 say? Exceptionally, all yellow cards and pending yellow card suspensions expire on completion of the playoff. They are not carried forward to the league phase. In addition, all yellow cards expire on completion of the quarterfinal. This is where the confusion is. Remember, say, make I give you an example now. Simba dey on 2 yellow card, Martinelli dey on 2 yellow card, Declan Rice dey on 2 yellow card. As we dey enter semi-final, that their 2 yellow cards, e don turn to 0. Why Thomas Partey own not turn to 0? Because during the quarterfinals, Thomas Partey collects 1 yellow card against this Real Madrid second leg. It come be say Thomas Partey don get 3 yellow cards accumulated. That means you get automatic 1 match suspension. That Article 63.4 only comes into play if maybe quarterfinal don't finish, you never can get your 3 yellow card. That is why as Thomas Partey dey, make I still revisit the Article 63.2. That is where Thomas Partey commits no offense. Once you get 3 yellow cards before quarterfinal finish, you are going to miss 1 match automatic. So now the law be that. So the area of the law you are supposed to be looking at is 63.2, not 63.4. That is 63.4. Now make the likes of Timber, Martinelli, Rice, they go there available for PSG first leg. Why do you think Declan Rice was fighting Partey? Say, what did they worry you now? Why go collect that extra yellow card? Do you think Mikel Arteta did not caution them in the dressing room that ensure you do not collect an extra yellow? Rice know the law already. That's when the para for Partey say, what did they worry you now? You don't say we need you. So for the avoidance of doubt or anything, Thomas Partey is going to miss the first leg of the PSG semi-final tie. Go and write it down and take it to the bank. I hope this clarifies every issue. Now, Fabrizio Romano going to give us updates. Real Madrid players found themselves with no tactics to defeat Arsenal. According to Relevo, the players left the stadium convinced that there was no plan other than intensity and commitment. If I tell the man, say, Real Madrid, the plan they come now, vibes and inshallah. Just give the ball to Vinicius, let him do something. That be their plan. They don't get anything they want to do. Now, another breaking news open here, we say, Carlo Ancelotti will not finish the season at Real Madrid, according to Sky Sports. He will lead the team in the Copa del Rey final next week against Barcelona. Then he will immediately leave Real Madrid and will not even finish La Liga. I may see as Arteta sack this man because of what we do then. Because what we do to them is considered an embarrassment. Now, one of the players of Real Madrid, Fede Valverde, so the only thing we can say is sorry. Sorry to our fans. We are very, very sorry. Vinicius Junior said on the drop statement, Real Madrid will be back as always. Thanks for your support. We need to be together for the final weeks of the season. There are still titles we can win. Always together with the team. This club until the very end. Hala Madrid, and congrats and good luck to Arsenal. Yes, Vinicius, thanks for your words of encouragement. Thanks for the good luck. We will try to do una proud. We'll try and win the Champions League for you people. We'll make sure say una rival Barcelona no win the competition. Say Vinicius Junior and Ancelotti, they don't wish us good luck. So we'll go carry the competition. Even Rudiger say waiting them play against Arsenal, say them no try. That was not good enough from us. You get now the UEFA team of the week. You don't come aside. So 2 of our players did there in Declan Rice and Jacob Kivior. They made the team of the week. So the goalkeeper of the week is Donnarumma, PSG goalkeeper. How that guy? For me, I think Thibaut Courtois is better than him. So I think for me against Donnarumma, we still stand a very, very big chance. Now, former Arsenal player Alexis Sanchez, instead of not come and they post for Instagram, come post Arsenal, come post the video of North London Forever, where Liz Dongford they perform the song. Yes, so even though they don't play for Arsenal himself, like what we do, we shake the world. To instead of God celebrate us. They're going to look back at Kylian Mbappe, waiting in do against Arsenal over 2 legs. 0 goals, 0 assists, 1 shot on target for Kylian Mbappe versus Arsenal in 2 games. That 1 shot on target and that one wipe. Where I save. That's the 1 shot on target. Now, Ancelotti talk say if Real Madrid decide to change me No problem. I will thank them. Because they say Real Madrid then you guys they behave. You feel win the league, they will still sack you. Based on say maybe in a Champions League then they fine. Now the way Real Madrid they take do their own things, get they sack anyhow. They're ready to sack you now. Hire another manager. Sack them and come hire you back. This is not Ancelotti's first rodeo in Spain with Real Madrid. This should be like maybe second. And what is the guarantee say they no go sack? Although I hear say there were delegates from Brazil who come watch the match. Then they pray Real Madrid they will sack Ancelotti because they won't sign and make him the Brazilian coach. They beg him. Make him sign for Brazil. So we never really know whether now so everything will work out at the end of the day. But we'll just watch. We'll see how things will turn out. All right, so Atletico Madrid, according to what we hear, they are very, very keen and interested in signing Thomas Partey this season because they don't watch Thomas Partey to see everything we do, and they are ready. Like if Arsenal don't sign a guy, they're ready to come in and sign the player. But more they watch, I still think Arsenal will give the guy 1 year. Although I don't say no lie, the Crown Prosecution Service is going to make Arsenal think twice. But maybe they still give him 1 year. Yes, anything will happen, make it happen because I see that Partey really tried this season. Those injury, like I said, the injury days are over. Yes, so they really try. Now, Chris Whitley, when they let us know Ancelotti talk, Ancelotti say Arsenal have been better than us. We try to do our best. Maybe the overturned penalty was a turning point that could have changed it, but Arsenal defended very well. We found it difficult to find spaces. We are better than the normal in our intensity level, but it wasn't enough. You see why they talk in the morning, say, Madrid good. But Arsenal make them look like shit. Arsenal and team say they go deny you spaces. Those spaces they go come back. See, men lie, women lie, stats don't lie. When Sky Sports they tell you say, if you play Arsenal, for you to get a chance to wipe shots, it's hard. You go say maybe na fluke, no be fluke, na hard work. Now with the runner, for you to see chance, wipe shots. Don't even get shot off targets. You do like this, you get shot off targets. Don't talk of on targets. You need to work hard to see those spaces to work. Like we have a very, very balanced team in the way our manager has structured the team and organized the setup. So not be fluke. We really deserve every accolade when they come our way. That's what it just be. Now, some of you may not be aware of what happened during the halftime break between Dani Carvajal and Bukayo Saka. Now, after Saka tried to do that Panenka penalty, which Saka come miss am. After they come blow first half. So Saka come there, they go inside the dressing room. Dani Carvajal come draw for neck. When they fight Bukayo Saka, Saka say push am, they come get some small altercation. So what it be Carvajal? Carvajal say carry walking stick, they walk out. He come dey vex say why Saka go come dey do Panenka for Santiago Bernabeu? So what it be that one? Who gives Saka that authority to come do Panenka penalty? Yes. So now what you want to hear be say Dani Carvajal could miss like 4-match ban for his altercation with Bukayo because Papa, what it concern you? Now your papa be Panenka. If anybody wants to do Panenka, let them be. You get after your keeper catch am. Because if they feel say how dare you come to the Santiago Bernabeu, I want to try Panenka. You get all this why they talk now because Saka no score. As Saka score, go tell referee cancel the goal now. So they still will give the guy 4-match ban. In fact, we didn't say Arsenal won't report them to UEFA for what you do say it no make sense. Now Martin Keown, after the match, he called another come to say, see Bukayo Saka will come back on time from injury, come join Arsenal for this Champions League. Now really, really big boost because people forget that Saka just came back like 2 weeks ago thereabouts. And he can't read form at the right time. That's why you see when the first talk say the Champions League tied on the way they say they will play Madrid. I was a bit skeptical. I was scared. Because when you look at the attacking prowess of Real Madrid, I say, maybe they don't give us Madrid, or maybe they give us Atletico Madrid because I fear say Saka may not come back by then. But when I come here, say Saka don't be available, don't come back to train, don't come back. Now say my level of enthusiasm can be high. And they are called the Paras, will be Madrid, they want. Star don't come back. Yes, people can say, what did he Saka this ginger? Most of Star Boy is available. In fact, I was watching Rio Ferdinand today. Ferdinand say many times people they argue whether Saka na world class or Saka no be world class. Say Aji, say not say anybody want tell am. Say Saka na world class. See the video now, watch am now. Rio Ferdinand, Bukayo Saka in terms of being decisive, I've debated it quite a lot. Is he world class? 100%. He's a world class footballer. who will decide matches now for the rest of his career at the top level. This is the same Rio Ferdinand that said Saka is not world class. But when you watch what Saka do over 2 legs against Real Madrid, he said not only Saka world class, he's one of the best wingers in the world. This Saka is miles above Vinicius Jr. He's miles above Mbappe. He's miles above Rodrigo, because they don't compete against themselves. Because when you look at the way they play, they could not even have shots on goal, not talk of scoring, if not for the gifts. When Saliba give Vinicius Jr., could he have scored? Over 2 legs, he had just 1 shot on goal. So what are you saying? So I just like, as everybody when they criticize us now, when they talk nonsense against us, everybody's apologizing now. It is good. I like it. Now, how much have we earned in the Champions League so far this season? Arsenal have earned 117 million euros in prize money after dispatching Real Madrid. That is what the facts say. Yes. So that one said be good for you. Don't say money go day to spend this summer, money day for we go spend. Now, away from that, the London Evening Standard, when they give us 3 reasons why Arsenal can beat PSG in the Champions League blockbuster game. First reason, they call it expensive. PSG have shown defensive frailties, because when you look at the match against Arsenal created so much chances to dispatch PSG, but they couldn't convert those chances on the night. Now, why PSG escape? You see, at some point PSG when they play time wasting. Apart from that, Arsenal have the psychological advantage. Yes, Arteta's side physically dominated PSG when the two sides met in October, especially in midfield. And the French champions were made to look like a young team still developing, although then they made no play. They made their best player this season has scored 32 goals. They made no play. They never even get Kvaratskhelia there until they signed Kvaratskhelia in January. So those 2 players stand now another factor. They still get Bakola, Vitinha. They get players. But as they get players, see, once they give me confidence, they say they don't get players reach Madrid when it comes to individual level. That Madrid get fear factor, the PSG no get. So if you can keep the likes of Mbappe, who's one of the fastest players in world football, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, if you don't need to score anything, Bellingham, all those people. If you can keep them quiet, Baba, who be PSG now? PSG good though, they're complete though. But then say, I remember when Nuno Mendes, one of the fullbacks of PSG, they talk say for world football. Say they cut cap for Saka 100. So when he plays Saka, he himself testify and he go see the Saka again. When I saw them go see interface. So that match is still they come. Now, the final reason, what the London Evening Standard they give now, say the Arsenal defense can match PSG firepower, which is true. A highly anticipated semi-final like this throws up plenty of huge matchup, none more so than Bukayo Saka facing up with PSG left back Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes, na person will say he keeps Salah quiet, Salah no see nothing. But the guy don't testify, say, Saka, this Saka na style ball, say respect 100. Now, away from that, Goal.com, when they let us know, say, Nico Williams, they head to Arsenal. In fact, they ask it as a question, is Nico Williams heading to Arsenal? Why Barcelona have given up signing Atletico club winger despite links to Lamine Yamal, close friend explained. Now, what's the bigger picture? What happened? Barcelona have been very, very keen on signing Nico Williams, yes, but now they know the reason inside the game because Rafinha the fire, so they know they look inside again. Apart from that, when it comes to, they say Marca called the report say Barcelona have decided to drop their interest in Nico Williams, you get, and then get issue with La Liga. So Arsenal are said to be interested in signing the boy as Barcelona know they for the race again. So that one another thing we say we did here, and that one safe it did. All right, my dear Arsenal lovers, let's bring you a message from one of our sponsors. Mr. Anayo, who's a real estate agent, has 14 plots of land for sale at Nora Scott Luxury Estates, or here at Belun Rubber Estate, back of airport in Abara Eche local government area of River State. So if you're interested in any of the pieces of property, you can contact Mr. Anayo on 080-3276-5227 or 0811-939922. I know they get 14 plots of land, and those plots of land, 6 day one side, there are 4 plots day one side, 3 plots day one side, and 1 standalone. So if you're interested in any of these pieces of property, do reach out to them. And at the same time, we have another of our sponsors who's powering tonight's video in Mobile Health Associates and Co Limited. They're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 80 and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwa Road or Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, do reach out to them. Now, Ian Wright when they explain say Arsenal star don't silence all in disrespectful critics with the way they play against Real Madrid, and he's talking about Declan Rice. So nobody now going to argue say Declan Rice no deserve the 100+ million who we spent for him, because nobody can even question him. Legendary Arsenal striker Ian Wright was saying it on the Righty podcast. So my dear Arsenal lovers, the biggest news of the night is the fact that David Seaman is saying Arsenal's heroics at the Bernabeu will never be forgotten, and at the same time, Arsenal don't show defensive masterclass. Now we then deliver at the Bernabeu by keeping the plenty striking departments people Real Madrid gets, keeping them quiet. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end. That come your way tomorrow morning to give you the morning news. Till then, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Now good night, and we're game out. Alright guys, ciao.